After the massive success of Venom and Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which brought in over $1.3 billion for Sony, the studio has announced the next installment, titled Venom: The Last Dance, in just 3 short minutes. The trailer gives fans a lot of important information, like the crossover between Sony's universe and the MCU, the appearance of other symbiotes from the planet Klyntar, and most importantly, that this will be the final chapter in Eddie Brock and Venom's journey. So what exactly do we know? Who will be the main villain, and how terrifying are the other symbiotes? Will Venom: The Last Dance be the last time we see Venom on screen? We're here to break it all down. Connections to previous films. Before diving in, let's revisit Eddie and Venom's journey in the previous films. In the after-credit scene of Venom: Let There Be Carnage, we saw Eddie and Venom being transported from Sony's universe to the MCU, where Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland, exists. When Spider-Man: No Way Home ended, Doctor Strange fixed the spell and sent everyone back to their original universes. But here's the interesting part: a piece of Venom got left behind in the MCU. In the trailer for Venom: The Last Dance, we see that piece of Venom again. Also, the fact that Eddie Brock is still wearing the same clothes from Spider-Man: No Way Home suggests that Venom: The Last Dance picks up right where that movie left off. The appearance of Venom's piece in the trailer has sparked a lot of debates on movie forums. Did Eddie and Venom really make it back to their universe? Personally, I think Doctor Strange's spell worked, but the separation of Venom could lead to some surprising new events. An anticipated Venom. The first Venom movies were wild and packed with action, so it's no surprise that the trailer kicks off with the Spanish phrase "No te pierdas," meaning "don't miss it," written on a wall. If Venom: The Last Dance can continue the legacy of the first films, there's no reason not to trust that this one will be just as good, especially since the producers have hinted that this might be the last time Eddie and Venom team up. That's likely why the official poster features the phrase, "Till death do us part." This phrase has a romantic vibe, but also hints that one of them might be gone for good by the end of this movie. The symbiotes' preferences and Eddie and Venom's bond. As we know, symbiotes, especially Venom, love eating human brains. This was first revealed in the comic Venom: The Hunger, released in 1996, where it was explained that Venom is addicted to phenethylamine, a chemical that stimulates the human brain. In the previous movies, Eddie managed Venom's addiction by feeding him chocolate, which provides phenethylamine without the need to kill anyone. But in this new movie, it seems Venom has switched from a vegetarian diet back to eating meat. In the trailer, we see Eddie letting Venom bite the heads off for Mexican giants without mercy. This might be a funny way to show Venom's personality, but it also hints that something isn't right between Eddie and Venom. If you look closely, there's a scene where Venom pushes Eddie out of his protective lair, turning him into a weapon. This reminds us of the tension between them in the previous movie. However, in the next scene, they aren't in sync when saying "We are Venom."
We are Venom! We are Venom!
Being in harmony is key to their bond, and if that bond breaks, Eddie and Venom could be in big trouble. This is reinforced in a later scene where Eddie looks exhausted and worn out. Symbiotes are known to drain their hosts, causing severe stress, madness, and eventually self-destruction. But some symbiotes, like Venom, Riot, and Carnage, have chosen to bond symbiotically with their hosts instead. They protect their hosts and keep them as healthy as possible. So Eddie's fatigue isn't normal, which suggests their bond might be weakening. The main antagonist of Venom 3. We know that symbiote samples were collected by Life Foundation in the first Venom movie, and 3 of them died. However, it seems there are more than just samples, as the trailer shows a secret military base with many symbiote specimens locked up. Even the piece of Venom left at the bar gets captured by a mysterious man in a military uniform. Interestingly, this character is played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, who also played Baron Mordo in Doctor Strange. Is this a coincidence or something more? Before becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange was a doctor, so maybe in Sony's universe, Baron Mordo was a soldier before becoming a sorcerer. It's entirely possible this character could be Eddie and Venom's new adversary, or at the very least, someone who hunts them down. The film might have more than one villain, as we see a symbiote monster and a bunch of meteors heading toward Earth. You might remember that in the 2018 Venom movie, Dr. Doris Skirth revealed that Life Foundation found the symbiote samples on a meteor. She even said that this meteor housed many more symbiotes. The trailer also hints at a large-scale symbiote invasion. We also get a glimpse of Detective Patrick Mulligan, who was revealed in Venom. Let There Be Carnage to be Toxin. For those who don't know, Toxin is the 1000th symbiote in Venom's lineage and is considered the most powerful one ever created. We don't yet know if Mulligan will bond with Toxin, but if Toxin becomes the villain, our hero Venom might face some serious challenges. And what about the symbiote invasion from Klyntar? The officer played by Chiwetel Ejiofor has a pretty intense line, suggesting a dramatic confrontation is coming. My guess is that Eddie and Venom will initially be hunted by the government, but as the symbiote invasion gains strength, the military might team up with Venom to bolster their forces. They might even let Toxin join, but Toxin could have a different plan, aiming to sacrifice Venom in the fight against the invaders. And who knows, with his ambitious nature, Toxin might betray Venom right after defeating the common enemy, leading to an epic showdown. If that happens, this could be the craziest, most action-packed Venom movie ever. Interesting details. One of the most memorable moments in the trailer is when Venom bonds with a horse. This isn't the first time we've seen a symbiote bond with an animal. In the comic Wolverine, Old Man Logan, released in 2008, fans got to see Venom bond with a T-Rex while chasing down Hawkeye and Wolverine. Even in the movies, Venom has bonded with a dog before. So when we see Venom bond with a horse in this trailer, it's a bit shocking, and it probably didn't expect his ride to suddenly look so weird and move so fast. Another detail that might go unnoticed is the man playing a violin on the same train as Eddie. This man is none other than Dr. Curt Connors, also known as the Lizard, who appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man. If this really is Dr. Connors, it means he's been transported to the wrong universe, since Eddie has said there are no superheroes in his world. This suggests there's no Spider-Man in Eddie's universe either. However, if this is just a fun cameo to make the audience laugh, then this movie promises to have plenty of Easter eggs for fans to uncover. And how could we forget Mrs. Chen, the friendly store owner who's close to Eddie and Venom in the first two movies? In the bright, colorful scenes of Las Vegas, we see Eddie and Mrs. Chen dressed to the nines, dancing together. Compared to her thrifty nature in the previous films, this scene seems a bit out of character. But maybe, after learning that the world is about to face an apocalyptic symbiote invasion, everyone decided to let loose before the final battle. We don't know the full story yet, but the memory of this one-of-a-kind dance with Venom will surely be a cherished one for Mrs. Chen. Finally, there's a nod to the 100th anniversary of Columbia Pictures, owned by Sony. Columbia Pictures has been through a century of ups and downs, playing a major role in shaping the film industry as we know it today. And that's all the key details I found in the Venom: The Last Dance trailer. With the hauntingly beautiful notes of Space Oddity playing in the background, this movie is shaping up to be the perfect finale for Venom, much like how we said goodbye to Logan in the 2017 movie of the same name. Hopefully, more promotional images and trailers will be released soon, giving us a clearer picture of what to expect. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.